Democrats in President Trump's ongoing efforts to exact revenge on his political enemies. While U.S. District Court Judge Cameron Curry threw out criminal charges brought against New York Attorney General Letitia James and former FBI Director James Comey, the fallout from a video with 6 Democrat lawmakers who previously worked in the military or intelligence communities appears to still be heating up. Now, in the video, the lawmakers are telling military personnel that they are not required to follow orders that are in violation of the law. The president and his defense secretary, Pete Hegseth, have both called the video message seditious, according to CBS News. Here to help break down how the president's Payback campaign is Egberto, Willies, host of KPFT's Politics Done Right. Egberto, the president told CNN last week that the facts of the indictments against Comey and James have not changed, and this will not be the final word on the matter. Do we know what the next course of action is going to be?
I think they will try their best to do it. The thing about it is whether they're going to find a prosecutor that's willing to put their name on said indictment. That's the problem they've been having all along. That's why they had to go to the incompetency of the woman who's doing it right now. However, the other thing that's going to hit them is a lot of things that Letitia and Comey did. Many people in the Trump administration right now, they've done with their own mortgages. Moreover, when it comes to Letitia, the thing that would make it felonious, it would have been realized gains, and she doesn't really have any realized gains, which is $19,000 is what they said ultimately would have been the realized gains, but it's not there. So altogether, that's one of the reasons no true prosecutor would want to touch it. But again, Donald Trump will do as he pleases. He'll likely try to find somebody else to do it, but I don't know how easy that's going to be because Donald Trump has 3 more years to go. However, a prosecutor has his life or her lifetime of prosecuting if they want to keep a career. And that would be what I think would be sort of a defining factor or one that would stop them from actually going for Comey or Letitia James again. But they could.
Egberto, I guess one of the things that we're also hearing is that this could be a result of a failing by the U.S. government. Reuters is reporting that President Trump's administration is pointing to a lack of vetting of Afghans coming into the country by the former administration under Joe Biden, although this gentleman seems to have been granted asylum under the Trump administration, but the back and forth. What is your make of all of this?
Yeah, imagine that. It's quite simple. This guy worked for the CIA, okay, which means he had to be fairly vetted by, yes, under the Biden administration. He got his asylum under Trump. Trump is the one who went ahead and his administration went ahead and allowed him in with asylum. But let's use Trump's own administration words. He was radicalized while in the United States. If he was radicalized while in the United States and he was in the United States under the Trump administration, how then do you place the blame on the previous administration? So the Trump administration has been inconsistent in the way they lie about this. And what I think we really need is the media to stop this being a story about Biden altogether, and he needs to be called out. I want to tie that into a little something that Laura said before when she spoke about the politicians that are being harassed right now. Think about this. These guys repeated the laws of the UCMJ. How does repeating the UCMJ law make you treasonous? And how does that become a real story the mainstream media carries? Remember during the Obama administration, when they made birtherism an issue, again, a failure of the mainstream media. How could that even become a story when it was acknowledged that Obama's mother was an American? That should have squashed the story right away. The UCMJ, repeating the UCMJ, should have squashed the story right away. The fact that the president said, or the president's administration said, this guy was radicalized while in the United States should have squashed the story right away. We give the mainstream media gives plausibility to the crap that comes out of the administration And it's many a times it's their fault and not the people's fault who are listening.
All right. Well, we've got just a few seconds left, but I'd love to get maybe 10, 15 seconds for you, what it is that you're looking, stories that you're following for this week.
Venezuela and what's going to happen. Are we going
Oh.
to really hit Venezuela or not? Are we going to repeat the mistakes of messing with Latin America one more time?
All right. Well, that is where we're going to leave it, but those are all incredibly and critical stories to be watching. So thank you to my panel, Egberto Willies, host of KPFT's Politics Done Right.